What up, YouTube? What's going on? Back at it again. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. I'm just back at it again, continuously showing y'all love, giving y'all some jewels, you know what I'm saying, in case you're not knowing some of the things that I'm talking about. I like to bring it to your light and your awareness, you know what I mean? Basically, I'm gonna jump right into it. You know what I mean? Let's get right into the situation. So this video is a quick video about spiritual alchemy and what it is. If you're trying to obtain your higher self and you're trying to better yourself um, with your mind power, you know what I'm saying, and utilizing the energy that we've been given as human beings, definitely please like, share, subscribe, and comment on this content that I'm creating and bringing it to you, you know, bringing awareness of people that now want to think outside of the box. We are living in like our ages, like just coming, moving along. Information is just opening up so long, so much. And it's 26, maybe you're on a kick to where you want to try to, you know, maybe something's bothering you. Maybe something is bothering you in a way like there's got to be some more information. There's got to be some more to this life. So this is a good jewel, and I'm bringing it to you because I care. Feel me? So what is spiritual alchemy? Um, Spiritual alchemy is the inner process of transforming your consciousness and turning um, and turning pain, fear, ego, and limitations into wisdom, peace, purpose, and power. It's not about physical goal. It's about becoming your higher self. Um, if you are on a movement and you have the inkling or it's in your spirit or something is moving you to be your higher self and you want to change, you want to change in a better way and to know how to bring things about and you know, just maneuver through this world, through this life. We're only here for so long. You know what I mean? You never know. This may help you along your journey and help you reach further goals. You know what I mean? So historically, alchemy used symbols and stages to describe inner transformation. The core idea is basically simple. Change yourself from the inside out. What feels heavy becomes fuel. You know what I mean? What heavy is basically you have a lot of stuff going on and you're trying to wonder why you got stuff going on, you can't handle it. It's basically you're dumping, you know, using alchemy is you dumping fuel into it to get it going, you know what I'm saying, to work through it. What feels broken becomes strength. And that's the whole thing about spiritual alchemy, you know what I'm saying? Things that are broken give you strength and give you courage to move forward, you know what I mean? To try to punch through whatever you're getting through. So there's four classic stages of spiritual alchemy: dark night or breakdown, confusion, pain, loss, and ego death. Confusion, we all know what that is. Pain, we definitely know what pain is. Loss, we know what that is. And ego death. Ego is basically, if you have a high ego, you may not even know it because of the way that you act or your personality, but it's the death of your ego and moving on to a new format and a new way of thinking, basically, you know. Your old beliefs, they definitely fall apart. It feels uncomfortable but necessary. This is when awareness begins. When you start feeling comfortable about stuff and you want to punch through that uncomfortableness. This is where your awareness begins when you're dealing with spiritual alchemy. So basically healing, forgiveness, and clarity. Letting go of resentment, shame, and old habits. You know, some of us have, you know, resentments. Some of us have shame and old habits. We already know what that is, you know. Reconnecting with truth and inner cleansing. Inner cleansing, it comes in from the inside. You clean your inside out, you know what I mean? Basically, awakening too. You awake. Insight, confidence, and inner light, living with intention, aligning actions with purpose. You start knowing who you are. And that's what I was talking about in some of my last videos, is about knowing who you are. You feel what I'm saying? Also, integration and power. Balance, spirit plus action. Balance of spirit plus action. Putting into the movement. living your truth daily, serving others without losing yourself, embody wisdom. Um, what spiritual alchemy may look like in your daily life, turning angry, boundaries, turning fear, faith, turning black, gratitude, turning suffering, meaning, turning ego, humility plus strength. You turning anger into boundaries. You're acknowledging basically that you're angry, but you're having boundaries on your anger. So you basically, the normal things that you do when you're angry, you're starting to take note of what of how you of what triggers you and what movements you make when you're angry. You know what I'm saying? If you're malicious, if it's your like verbally assaultive, things like that. You take notice of the things that basically come out of anger. You know what I mean? And so turning fear will basically be into turning faith. We're all there is not a person on this earth that's not afraid of something. I don't care what it is, and that basically equates to turning things into faith. Turning lack. We all know what lack is. Lack is the lack is the minus of not having, and gratitude is basically I'm gonna give you an example. If you got a gratitude journal, or you wake up in the morning or before you go to sleep, you write a couple of things. I do 5, sometimes 10, but I write 5 things that I'm grateful for, and I show gratitude to the universe. I show gratitude about the things that I have, and kind of keep it on a note of things that I do have, and not focus more on the things that I don't have. So that's basically what gratitude is. You know what I mean? And turning suffering into meaning. We all gonna suffer down here on earth with sometime or another. And basically, when you use spiritual alchemy for turning suffering into meaning, basically you suffer something. Say you may suffer a death, but you're turning that death into meaning. You know what I'm saying? And you're making it worthwhile, and you're transmuting something that you're suffering from like that into something of a positive type deal. Um, Turning ego, humility, and strength basically is in there too. That's what that looks like for your daily life if you're into spiritual alchemy, or you're trying to learn about spiritual alchemy. Um, yeah, so please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell if things like this interest you. This is what my page is all about. It's all about my view on things, and this is my view on spiritual alchemy. I will be bringing you videos nonstop on different topics, spiritually, physically, just a lot of great topics that I feel that people can definitely be aware of, and get some clarity, and try to tap into being your highest self. Because like I said, man, this time is going on, and it's moving faster and faster at a pace. So I'm trying to bring great content, meaningful content to people that are feeling the shift. You know what I'm saying? Some people think it's all in the mind and all this stuff, and like none of this stuff is happening. But if you don't have a mind that's capable of knowing that things are changing, you know what I'm saying, at a rapid pace, and there's just serious things going on out here, man. We need to fight this storm and weather. People are dropping like flies. There's just so much deceit out here, man, and you know what I mean, like. And I just trying to help out, man. You know what I'm saying? If I know this knowledge, I'm definitely would like to get it out there so people can to know how to move and tap into their higher self and start moving like kings and queens like we are. You know what I mean? With that said, peace. I'm out.